Send it to Saskatchewan 411 at cbc.ca.
It's so
Well, it's 10 minutes now before 5 o'clock. I'm Michelle Higley. You're listening to the afternoon edition on CBC Radio 1. Well, what would Peanut do? That's the question Lex Vaughn asks herself on a regular basis. The Toronto performance artist has a love affair for all things old man. The unique sense of style, the rambling stories, even the smell. She's taken all those things and rolled them into a character named Peanut Brittle. Lex Vaughn brought him to the AKA Gallery in Saskatoon, and that's where we've reached her now. Hi, Lex.
Hi, I'm here at AKA Gallery in Saskatoon.
Well, I'm so glad that you could join us today.
Me too. I'm on a thrifting high right now.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, well, a lot of the show it has to do with the collections. As you're saying, a collection of an old man. It's basically Peanut Brittle is this old man who lives in a boarding house, and that's how we're kind of setting up the gallery. And because I'm not in my hometown, my resources are, well, I thought they were low, but they're not, and we've just been thrifting and picking through everywhere from, Habitat for Humanity to thrift stores to crazy auctions. Oh, God, it was the best auction yesterday. So, I've just been picking through stuff and finding all these gems, and it's amazing.
And you're building the place for Peanut to live?
Yep.
Now, tell us about him. Who is he?
Well, Peanut's a bit of a drifter, a bit of a rambler, and he's this kind of... he's eternal, he'd like to say. He'll never tell you his age. He's kind of like a lady in that way. And he's just this affable old guy who loves his space. He usually lives in boarding houses and weekly hotels and apartments, and brings all his stuff with him. And he has a little ham radio station he calls the Yak Shack. And he just does kind of, sometimes real broadcasting, sometimes not. He loves to play albums and show off all of his trinkets and tell long tales and short stories, and loves entertaining and sleeping.
So where did the idea for this character come from?
It's kind of an amalgamation of like all the old men that I've ever loved. I mean, I grew up in a small town in Colorado that was full of the geriatric amblers, so to speak. And I don't know, there was just, my mom worked at a bar downtown, and I used to just go with her to set up the bar, and just to kill time, I'd walk outside, and there'd just be these weirdos just coming in and hanging out with my mom, or just walking by, always striking up conversation. So, I don't know, I've always had a real love for the old men, and I think also, I kind of passed as a little boy for, probably until I was about 12 years old, and so I'd always have these old men kind of like telling me their life story. They're like, "Come here, son, let's talk to you for a second. I'm going to tell you about how I played AAA ball in Sandusky, Ohio," or something like that. So, I don't know. It comes out of a great love.
So, and you said it's an amalgamation, so this isn't based on any particular old man that you've met?
No, there's a few, yeah. I mean, it's not like there was a guy named Bill Saunders that used to paint. He just did all these crazy paintings and would give them to my mom, and then you just see him sitting around downtown in like this big flannel. He's always had this heavy flannel jacket on, even in the summertime, and like flood pants, but his shoes were always really immaculate, and his hair was always had a beautiful haircut. Like, he saw the barber like once a week. So there's that thing about kind of these guys kind of teetering on the border of like depravity, but always having still this kind of sense of pride, which is what I find kind of the most heartbreaking and wonderful about these type of characters. But when I first moved to Toronto about 10 years ago, that whole Queen West area before it got really gentrified was full of them. I mean, there was 2 weekly hotels at the end of my block, and just so fascinating to watch. And in Saskatoon, they're everywhere. So I'm pretty happy. Like, we went to this auction yesterday, and it was great.
And you got to furnish the new apartment.
Yeah, got to do that.
Now tell us, what can people expect from your performance?
Wait a second. What do you want? I want to talk on that. You're not talking right about it. Sorry, hold on a second. Someone wants to talk to you. What is this? Hello? Hello?
Hi, is this Peanut?
Yeah, this is Peanut. Who's this?
This is Michelle with CBC
Michelle
Radio.
from last night, Michelle?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant
It was somebody else, unfortunately.
Oh no, I'm really sorry. Well, I was just listening to
my friend talk about me, and I don't think, listen, I love auctions. Did she say I like auctions?
Yeah, what do you like about auctions?
Oh, everything. Yesterday I bought a harpoon gun for $1.
What do you mean with a harpoon gun?
There's so much fish in Saskatoon.
Is there really?
No, there's not, but if there was, I'm going to go on the old South Saskatoon River and just shoot myself up some dinner.
Oh, you have to be careful down there.
Why?
I don't know, you might run into some other unsavory...
Unsavory
if you have a harpoon gun.
Yeah, if I'm carrying
Depends on
them.
when you're going down there. I shouldn't say that. I used to hang around the river myself. So.
Yeah, well, that's how I know you. Michelle from last year, 10 years ago. Yeah, I won't run into any unsavory types unless I'm carrying a mirror.
All right. Well, you're going to be showing some visitors some of your things.
Yeah.
Not just your harpoon gun, but other items that you got at the
Oh
auction.
yeah, come on down. Listen, I got an organ down here. I got a radio console. I have a tie iron that I iron my ties on it. It's also serves as a crutch. And I got myself an ice cream sandwich. And I got myself some stamp collection.
And I hear you have a ham radio there as well.
I do have a ham radio. That's the best thing. That's the pearl of my clam.
Well, what is it that you like about it so much?
Oh, well, the best thing about it, I have 2 microphones. I got myself an antenna, and I got myself a whirligig thing. What do you call it?
CD player.
CD. What is it?
CD.
PB.
CD.
Oh, I don't know. The future. I have the future at my hands. I've spent a lot of wax, and I like to just tell stories, and it just has a lot of power.
Oh, well, when can people come down to see you?
Well, Friday night. Come on down, 7 o'clock.
All right. Well, before I let you go, how did you get your name?
Oh, well, it's funny, I used to be called Peanut Butter as a child. The nickname just stuck that way. And then we were in Washington, D.C. in a heat wave. And they said, Peanut, you're sweating so much. And I said, oh, really? I said, they throw you in the freezer. And we were in a hotel. They threw me in the freezer. I was frozen solid. And they said, you're not peanut butter anymore, you're peanut butter. And it just
great
stuck.
story.
Well, it always changes, so ask me tomorrow.
All right. Well, we will, because that's when we can come and visit you.
Yeah, tomorrow at 7 and Saturday at noon to 4.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, you bet. What should I do with the telephone?
You can just hang up now. We'll come down to see you this weekend.
I love it. Okay,
Right,
Michelle, we'll see you again.
Okay.
All right, bring your lipstick. Bye.
Bye-bye. And that is Peanut Brittle, also known as Lex Vaughn, the other way around. They will be performing, Lex will be performing tomorrow night at 7 o'clock at the AKA Gallery in Saskatoon. You can go check that out and check out the new apartment that has just been furnished with the excursions down to the auction. Well, it's just about
That was really good.
Costa Margus joins me now. Hi, Costa.
Oh, she's good.
I'm good.
What should we do now? Hang up.
Okay.